When Emily was 29 years old, her life looked perfect from the outside. She had a good job as a graphic designer, a cozy apartment in Chicago, and a small but close circle of friends. But behind her smiles and daily Instagram stories, Emily carried a deep wound that had never truly healed: the mystery of her father's disappearance. Emily was only 7 when her father left one morning and never came back. There was no warning, no goodbye. Her mother tried to explain that he had gone away, but the truth was, no one knew where he went. Police searched. Family hoped. But years passed. No calls. No letters. Nothing. Eventually, people stopped talking about it. But Emily never stopped wondering. Fast forward to a cold January morning when a letter arrived at her doorstep. It was handwritten, addressed simply to Emily Rhodes, with no return address. The handwriting was familiar, eerily so. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a short note. "My dearest Emily, I have watched you grow from afar, and not a day has passed without regret. If you wish to understand everything, meet me at the bench near Lakeview Park, Friday at 3 p.m. Dead." Emily was frozen. Was it real? A cruel joke? She stared at the paper for what felt like an hour. Finally, she made her decision. Friday came. She waited on the bench, heart racing, watching every person who passed. Then she saw him. An older man, gray-haired, tired eyes, but unmistakable. It was him, her father. The conversation that followed changed her life. He explained that he'd fallen into debt with dangerous people in his youth, people who threatened his family. Leaving, he believed, was the only way to protect Emily and her mother. He fled, disappeared, and built a new life in hiding. He never stopped loving them, but fear kept him away. Tears flowed. There was anger, relief, pain, and a strange peace that came with finally knowing the truth. Emily didn't forgive him immediately. That would take time. But she started visiting him. Slowly, they began to rebuild something. Not the same as before, but something new. Years later, Emily would say that getting that letter was like waking up from a dream she didn't know she was in. It didn't erase the past, but it helped her find a future that wasn't haunted by questions. And that's how one letter, after 22 years, changed everything.